Okay. Hi, my name is Anya, and I'm going to show you two really easy looks targeted toward people with similar eyes like me. And like, look, it's my eye. Okay. It's like called a hooded eyelid and that kind of thing. Alright. And it's targeted mainly towards people who have no freaking clue what they're doing with makeup. And I will try to explain things as clearly as possible. So first I'm going to show you a simple natural look that at least change the way you look a little bit, and at most make you a little more cleaned up. Yeah, and the second look is a bit of a fancy one for nicer events that'll definitely look like you're wearing something like makeup, but it'll fit your face in a natural way. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. So clearly or not so clearly, I'm not wearing any makeup right now, but even though a lot of YouTubers start off wearing their pretty looks and stuff, okay, no offense to them. I'm just shooting this all in one main goal, so go. So, yeah. Okay. So have you tried to do makeup before and have looked up your tutorials on YouTube? Most of the artists are like, so you take the insert brand here, eyeliner, and then draw a wing out to here. And you're just like, how did they just do that? They just, the thing, and it's just awful and confusing. And yours is all squiggly and it just doesn't feel good. And so I've seen the tip, try sticking tape to your eye and then you follow it. I don't think that's effective. Who would want to stick masking tape or whatever, clear tape to your eye, and doesn't it bleed underneath and stuff? I've tried it, it just doesn't feel good. And when you take it off, it's like, takes your skin off too, and it's, ugh. Also, another thing is, what they say is they take this eyeshadow and the color, let's say, potato brown, and you put it here. First of all, when I stick my random brush that I got from CVS in my eyeshadow palette, it's either too dark or too light. And when they say put it here, where? They just seem to smudge it around their eye, but when I do it, it's all over the place. So I'll try to clearly tell you, oh, you do it like under the crease and in this 3/4 the way here, and I'll try to be very clear about it. Also, when they say to use an eyeshadow palette, they use like specific Sephora brand something or other, and then you're just like, do I need to get this Sephora brand? No, I'll tell you what the color is and why I'm using it, so you can find a dupe or find a more expensive brand, because I'm a broke college student, so I buy cheap things. Also, it's clear that I'm reading from a script because I can't improv very well, and part of this is improv because I can't read very fast. And so I'll show you a couple of tricks too, so let's get started. So first look, the natural look, I'll tell you what beauty products I'll use first so you don't have to skip around the video to get the information. Okay. So what I have here is, in order of appearance, this e.l.f. under eye concealer and highlighter. I don't know why they put their hand behind it, because it's my skin color, so it just doesn't look like contrast. Anyway, that's first. Then I have, that's the thing. Then I have this Clio Kill Black eyeliner pen, and it's like 20 bucks, so that's kind of expensive, but I'm sure you can find a cheaper brand. I just like it because I've been using it forever, and it draws a really nice line. It's thin, and yeah. And then I have this e.l.f. Party Ready eyeshadow palette, and it's like these colors, and I like it because it has a nice variety there, and it's also cheap, but I don't know if they still sell it, so you can find similar colors and they should be fine. What I'm also using is this random Eco Soho brush thing I got at Marshall's, and the idea is that it's not too soft that when you put it on your hand it totally deflects, if you can see that, like there. But when you push a little harder, it just smushes to the side, right? So that's the kind of brush I'm using. And the second brush I'm using is this e.l.f. blending brush, which when I put it on my hand, it just totally flops around. It's great for blending. Also, I'll be using this e.l.f. lengthening. I know there's a lot of e.l.f., but they're cheap, so it works. And you can buy better brands and be happy and stuff, but I'm cool with this. I know it's backwards. But e.l.f. Mascara lengthening and defining, even though it makes you have little spidery things sometimes, if you mush it around enough, you can make it not look like you have spider legs sticking out of your eyes. I also have, oh, I should have said this earlier, this concealer, which is not in my skin color, but I use it anyway, and I just kind of brush it around with this free wedge I got at Sephora, and I just kind of took it in my pocket because they're free. And this, what's it called, eyebrow brush that I don't use because I look dorky when I do my eyebrows, but I will try to use it this time and show you how to use it, but it doesn't look good on me. Anyway, so that's the products I'll be using. Okay, let's get started. So I don't personally use foundation because, as you can see, my skin isn't that bad, and also I'm not putting blush on or anything, so I don't need anything to stick to. Also, I don't use a primer generally because, like a face primer, because like I'm not putting contouring right now or anything like that. So what I'll basically be doing, oh look, alright, there's a motorcycle. Anyway, so I'll be starting with this e.l.f. under eye concealer and highlighter right here, and I'll be taking some of the concealer. I don't think it does anything for me, but it makes me feel good about myself, like I'm doing something, so I'm gonna do that. So I'll put like a dot here. I didn't do it. Dot here, and a dot there, okay, and then I could go whoop, and it didn't do anything, woo, but it feels nice on my eye. And then I take, so this thing, you usually can put it under your eye, but it's a little sparkly, so I don't want to put it there. But you can also use it as a primer, so for your eyelid. So what I'm going to do is, look, it's pink, but it has white stuff on it. It's like, cool. You just put some right there, and right there. Right, and that's cool, and just mush it around, mainly on the eyelid part, like don't want to get it too much over the crease, because then you'll have like eyeshadow up here, but you just blend it out just a little bit, and then that does really help the eyeshadow to stick. Okay, next thing is I'm going to take this cheap brush I got at Marshall's, and you know who buys their makeup at Marshall's? Well, I do, so that's cool. So I have my palette right here. I don't know what the names of these colors are, but I'll try to describe them, and I think that's even more helpful in a way. So what I'm going to do is, I have this dark brown, dark brown color right here. So I'm going to just put this in the dark brown, like that. I'm just going to dab it in there a little bit. And I'm going to tap it a little bit on the wrist. Don't put the brush part, but like, to get the loose stuff up. So now it's all over my laptop. That's cool. And now I'll just, in the corner of my eye, starting from the middle and going to the outside, I'll just put that right there, like a weird looking lump, and I'll do that on the other eye because symmetry. Oh, that looks awful. Cool. See, now it looks a little better, now that it's... Okay, so if you make mistakes, it's okay, because you can blend it out, and I know it looks terrible right now, but you'll see it looks better, so I'm just going to brush it on my hand to get some of that stuff off. You can just take that off with makeup remover. Oh god, it's underneath my eye. Okay, and now you take another color. The idea is you want to have the outsides darker than the insides of your eye. So you take another color. You can use like a pink color or lighter brown or gold. I'm going to go for gold because it's sparkly and I feel sparkly today. And that's really nice. Right, and I want to put more gold on towards the center too. I don't even know what this looks like. The camera's weird. Wait, do I have a name of that? Okay. So, I just did that, and now it's all on my laptop. So now I have this blocky kind of color thing going on right here. So I take my really fluffy eyeshadow thing, and I just kind of blend the gold over the darker color so that the gold fades into the darker color. Ow, I just poked myself in the eye. And I also blend over a little bit so it's not so harsh. And there. You have like a nice kind of look going on. It's kind of gold, and I don't know if you like it or not, but if you like it, then do it. If you don't, then screw you. No, I'm kidding. You do you. So that's, oh shit, I forgot the eyeliner. No, I didn't forget it, because you can do that before and after. I don't see a difference, whatever. So I take this, there's the pen, it's nice and pointy, it's not frayed, which the e.l.f. ones get all frayed and stuff, because I used to do that. So now I'm gonna really try to follow my eyeline. Oh god. So what some people do is they close their one eye, but you don't want to close it too much that your eye wrinkles up. So I leave it slightly open. So I'm just following the line of my eye and going to the end. Right? So you have a little bit of a line there. And then I'm just going to go about like I don't know, a quarter of an inch out, and just following that straight line, and just going back over it a bit to darken that, and then going in right there. Ooh! And there, just going out like maybe more like half an inch. And then I draw it down from the point to the corner. Ow, I just put myself in the eye again. Corner of the eye. Let it dry a little bit. And there. Cool. And do that again on the other side. And you know, it's obviously easier to build than to take away. But you have a little leeway with rubbing with your finger, but at a certain point your eye gets all red and it hurts, so just don't do that too much. So we're just going out a little bit. This may be running out of ink, and that's why okay. Now it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything anymore. I want to put more, I'm going to put more gold on there, just because it kind of rubbed off. Oh, now it's covering the thing. Whatever, so I'll have like a wing there. Right? Wow. Yeah, that's see it, so you can see the line a little bit. You have a wing, and it's very natural looking. It's not too much. It's all over my laptop. Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this? This is so stupid. No, it's not. People need this. I'm doing this for the people. Oh, yeah. So then you take your concealer that should match your skin tone. If you have any blemishes, like I got this red spot here, I don't really need to do that. What you do is you put it on, like, you take a tiny bit, rub it on the edge of the bottle, and just kind of dab it there. I'm not going to do that because it doesn't match my skin tone. And then you could take a brush or your finger. If it's just a light thing, you can just rub it in. And if it's heavy, you can dab it a little bit, like tap, 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 like dab, like, no, not that kind of dab. That wasn't funny. That was awful. And you just dab it there, right? And then you wait a second, and then you could put more and layer it, as long as you let it dry a little bit. Oh, I forgot the other thing. Whoops. So the other thing I'm using is this Tony Moly lip tint, right? In the cherry color or something like that, because it tastes like cherries. Don't eat it, though. That's not a good idea. To finish up the eyes, you're going to take this elf spidery thing and put it on your eye. You just take the thing and then you just do. So what a lot of people is they look up, and what you do is you hook this underneath your eyelash, rub to the sides, and then pull out. Reason why I'm not using a curler is because it looks too unnatural. And you can't see it at this angle, but they're definitely longer. So eyebrows. What people usually do is you can get those stencils, but then again, have you ever used like a stencil with anything? It bleeds underneath usually, and that's not the best kind of look when it bleeds underneath. So what you do is you use the brush, they call it spoolie, I don't know why, and then you just brush the hairs out. I don't usually pluck my eyebrows, but every so often when my unibrow grows in a little bit, I don't really have one, but I like to think I do so I can pluck. It's fun. You just follow the contours of your eyebrows. So this isn't going to show up because I'm barely drawing. And just go down a little bit and go. Oh my god, it's showing up on camera. I never thought it showed up, but it does. Holy crap. I should be drawing the other way. Wow, I didn't notice that showed up. But usually I look like that, you know, that sea lion from Finding Dory. That's what I usually look like, you know, with a thick brow. I'll include a picture if you don't know. Hopefully they won't get me for copyright. It's just a picture. Anyway, well, that's your eyes done. And then you use the Tony Moly thing. It's Korean, but you can use any kind of lip tint. It's a gel lip tint. I don't know what's the difference between gel and water. Water, maybe if you drink water, it'll be more dissolving and stuff, and gel seems like oily or something. I don't know. If anybody knows, correct me. So you start off and you kind of want to rub the excess gel on the lid, on the rim of the thing. You just start off, follow the line of your lip, like that. and then you build, oh god. Oh no. But anyway, that's it. You have like a nice wing, a little bit of gold. I know it's smeary there, but it looks better here. And yeah, so now I'm gonna do the thing that they do. They pose, they go, duh, and they go like this, and they go like, look, I'm deep. Although my new picture is really deep and edgy. I'm edgy, because yeah. That was that. And now I'm gonna wipe it all off so I can show you another video. Or no, I'm gonna wear this today, and tomorrow I'll do the other part. But it'll all be one video, so good for you. Yay. I'm talking too much. Bye. Just kidding. I want to do this today because I'm really excited about this. And look, my eyes aren't even. I know. Look at that. It has like it's like a fish there, and then it's like a regular thing there. But nobody has ever pointed it out to me except one guy who I was with, and he's like, "Wow, your arms are fuzzy." And I was like, "What the fuck? My arms are just a little bit hairy, so is that really all something you'd point out? We were on a fire drill." And he was like, "Wow. Jeez, thanks." Anyway, I'm gonna go take this off and be really excited and do it again, huh? Hi. Yeah, I'm doing this on the floor, if you haven't noticed. Cool. Don't ignore that. I keep my clothes clean and in the drawer. So, that's me dumping all my makeup on the floor. So this time I'm gonna be using similar. I'm not gonna do order of appearance because it's annoying. So but I'm still saying it all at once, so that makes things easier. Elf Party Ready palette. You saw this before if you're watching. Look at all those pretty colors. That's cool. This brush I got from Marshalls. It's Soho, but you know, you see the thing where it kind of, you push it a little bit, it doesn't really deflect, then you push it more, it deflects, so it's not like sharp and point. It is sharp and pointy, but that's the idea. It's not. This Elf stipple brush, I don't know what a stipple brush is for, except for the fact that it's one color here, and it's pretty to look at, and it does things. Oh, I don't want to use this one. So I have two stipple brushes, right? And this is like a small one, and this is a big one. It doesn't tell you what they're for, so I have to use Google, which is your best friend. And so is YouTube. And Google, which stalks you, but who cares? I do care, actually. I do. Web security is important, guys. Yeah. And then I have this, Etude House. So you have this light color here, and a brownish color here, and this is for contouring. And also this contouring brush I have here, that's by Elf. So I'm clearly, so you put this on, you draw it on, and you kind of rub it in. You can also use your fingers, but this is spiky, so I'll use my fingers, but you can use this or something. I don't know what a contouring brush is for, maybe if you have a palette or something. Alright, and there's my fluffy brush, so when you put it on your hand, it just automatically just fluffs away, and it's just really good for blending. Anyway, I'm using this natural eyeliners, defining and lengthening, again. But this time, I have an eyelash curler. It's this Mua thing, which is better than the Elf one I found. It actually fits your eyelid. Whoa. This MAC lipstick in this really pretty red color, which is great for nice events. In D for danger. Again, my clothes should not be here. That's a chair. And then this Elf highlighter and under eye concealer, which you can use as a, look, I'm doing the makeup thing. Look, it's my skin color. Primer on the eyes and also under eyes to brighten things. This is the Elf. It's a lip lacquer in clear. This Elf, again, blushing rose. Whatchamacallit? Oh, blush. I'm stupid. Again, Clio eyeliner pen in black. That's great. And this BB cream this clearing BB cream by Holika Holika, also another Korean brand. I don't like it, but that's the only thing I have right now, because I don't have a lot of makeup with me. Because I have no money. So let's start off. Yeah. So what I'm going to use this as like a primer foundation kind of thing. So, Oh, look, I have a mirror now. Oh, shoot. I can move this. This goes here. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my, oh no, I just got it on my chair. Alright, whatever. So now, I put this dot here. That's a lot. Dot, dot, dot. I always thought that I don't understand why these beauty gurus do dots everywhere. I mean, I know they're spreading it out, but I feel like they're just having fun part of the way, and I'm having a lot of fun, so you should do the dot, dot, dot thing. This is also not my skin color, but if I want to have a brightening effect, then who cares? So I'm going to take this fat old stipple brush, and I'm just going to squeeze it so it gets a little tense, because it's just so fluffy, it doesn't do anything. And I'm going to just all over my face and onto my neck a little bit. Really, you could use like a sponge, but I don't know where to get a cheap beauty blender because they're all like, the cheapest one is like $6. And nobody got time for buying a sponge for $6. It's a freaking sponge. Now my face looks a little different, I guess. I'm a little more, wow. Yeah, I'm a little lighter. And I gotta blend it into my hairline a little bit so I don't look like I'm wearing a geisha mask. If you want the geisha look, then do that. But I don't want to do that because that's not my thing. Okay. That's like priming my face. Now I'm going to take this under eye concealer. And I have nothing to conceal because I'm not hiding anything. Also, I got a good night's sleep because I overslept and almost missed my morning class. So I am good to go in that department. Oh my god. I'm just using my finger to blend that thing in under my eye. Ooh, there's another thing I'm missing. Back again. Okay. I also have this e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow, which is the sparkly goop, which is terrible as eyeshadow. It's clumpy, but when you get a clump of it, it just smears on, and it's wonderful because it's really thick. And this e.l.f. thing, I'll link the thing in description, but I don't know what it's called. It's like a highlighter for your cheeks, but I'm not going to use it for my cheeks. What I am going to use it for, I'm going to use it for a primer, a sparkly primer for my eyelids. That's such a smart idea, like I'm smart. Boop. Boop. And here, rather than just getting it on my eyelids, I want to spread it to the inner corner of my eye a little bit, but not too far. Out to the end, and up a little bit. Just so it kind of gets a tiny bit on the top of the lid. I don't want it too much everywhere. Ooh, it's too much everywhere. See, now it's just a little shiny there. That's pretty. Pretty. Wow. And then, first coat of eyeliner. So I'm just gonna try really hard to fall. This just takes practice, man. I was terrible at the beginning, but if you just... Oh, I'm still terrible. Look, it just blended down. So you want to go out like a little more than a quarter inch, so you want to go up a tiny bit, so I just followed the eyeline. Right? And then now I'm going to go up a tiny bit, like a 1/8 of an inch from there. I'm going to connect that triangle to the top of my lid and make that a full triangle. There. I'll do it again. The eyeshadow is going to end up covering this a little bit, but keep your eyes closed a little bit so the thing dries. Okay, now I'm going to take this eyeshadow. Oh, I got my fingers in it. Look at that. Look at that. That's not good. I'll just put it on my leg for now. So eyeshadow palette right here. Right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sparkly black color at the end here. I only need a little bit because it shows up very strongly. So I just put a little bit on, if you can see, just look, it's all dark there. So I'll just put a dot right at the end of my eye. See that? And a dot here. Okay, it's not supposed to look pretty in the beginning, okay? Okay. Now I brush that off of my laptop a little bit because that's what I do. Right? Right. And then I take the pink color and take that and put that in the center of my lid. And then I take my gold. That's so pretty. Gold. Put it on the end of my lid. And I really want to get the gold off, so I'll put it on my hand. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pearl color and lightly put it on the inside corner. Right there. Right? So now you have this. Oh shoot. Everything's falling apart. And then I take my fluffy blending brush and just blend the edges first. Blend this black color out a little bit. Blend it into the pink. Wow, that's not blending. Wow. And then what you want to do is you take the blending brush, dip it in this sparkly brown color. See, I'm describing it so you can just get a sparkly brown color in your favorite brand rather than calling it monkey feces. That's awful. I didn't say that, did I? Oh. You're just putting it on top of the wing just a little bit to get the harshness of the black out. And then I kind of want to wipe off the excess, rub this on my hand again, blend, blend, and there you go. It's pretty as a kind of iridescent glow. And blending is always key. There you go. Wow, that's not in the right spot. It looks better in person than on camera, just saying. I know it looks like it's up here. It's not, that's my eye. Deal with it. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is take a tiny bit of this shiny, glittery goop. It smells nice. Yeah. Put it on my finger, like this. A dot here, and a dot here. That's a little less than a dot. And blend it on my cheekbone to get some shine there as a highlighter, because people wear highlighters. I don't know why people want shiny cheeks, but it's the look these days, just like people are doing squiggly eyebrows, which I think is stupid. Yeah, and then I take my blush, then I'm doing the hand thing again, take my little stipple brush, dump that in that thing, tap it on the edge to get excess, and just lightly put it up here. And blend that out. You don't want to blend it with the brush because the brush is just going to put more product on your cheek. So just a light brush there, and then blend it out. And it'll become less intense over time. There. Then you want to blend the edges so it looks less like you're cold and more like you're just blushing. And I know I've just been rubbing my face a bit and it looks like I'm all red, but I'm not. So next, we take our contour stick. It's lovely because it's dual-ended. I just Google dual-ended things all the time. What you want to do is you put this down the center of your nose. So that's then a generally straight line. 1, 2, 3. You can do this with any highlighter palette. You use your brush or whatever, and then you just put it everywhere. So then you do it. You want to put it on your cheeks, but I just did my cheeks, which was a bad idea to do early. But I did that anyway. A little bit in here, right, and on the chin. I don't know why, but you do that, right? So then you take the browner shade, because that was just the highlighting part. You go in here, and here, and you want to do the jaw, and the jaw, and this thing here, and this thing here, and here, and here, and oh, this is so fun. I like painting. And then you I feel like no, I don't want to say them. But all I'm gonna say is you just go down your nose to make your nose skinnier because that's what people like these days. That's what the kids are into. right? I'm a little sweaty, so it's kind of being weird. See that? And now what you do is you want to blend the lighter stuff in first, so you don't end up blending the brown in. So I'm using my finger because I'm just using my finger because I want to. And now you can move on to the brown. Well, my face looks smaller. Again, that's the trend. It's just a trend. If you don't have a small face and you have like an oval face, it's okay. Contouring helps, and also you don't need to have a small face. It's okay. So do I look any different? Probably not. There's brown on my face, and I just did that. Again, I already did my eyebrows a little bit, but I think it looks dumb when I do my eyebrows. But you can see I drew a little bit of a line there, so you just want to follow the shape of your eyebrows. And if you, I tried to pluck it a little bit, but I'm not a fan of plucking. So to finish up the eyes, because I forgot to do that, you take your eyelash curler. I don't know how to do this, but I guess you just put it on your lid, and close, and wait like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. And then take my natural lash set, and then I wiggle, 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 do, do, do. And I try to get the underlash by pulling down a little bit so they're not entirely flat. But you just kind of dab, lightly just tap it on there. You see how they're showing up a little bit more? So I do the same on the other eye and try not to blink so that doesn't happen, so I can rub that off. You have like a couple chances of rubbing where you can rub it into your skin. At a certain point it just shows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Take the mascara. A lot of people like to do this, but I have no room to do that with the laptop and the bench in front of me. So, oh boy. Some people blink into their mascara, like they hold the mascara still and they close their eyes. Some people keep their eye open and rub it in there. I do both, because I don't know the difference. So again, you're pulling your eye down a little bit and just lightly drawing on it with your brush. And now your under eyelashes show up a little bit more. Isn't that cool? So, now for the final finishing. Oh, no, I'm not final finishing. So I have this little stick I took again from Sephora. It was free. I was testing it out, and I didn't want to throw it out, so I just took it with me. It's like pointy and it's hard. So then I take this sparkle stuff. I dig this in here like I roll it in there. Oh crap, it's getting all over my computer. Oh crap. I gotta pick that up before it smudges everywhere. Glitter is one of the worst things that can happen to a person. So then what I want to do is I want to follow my winged eyeliner a bit and go on top and below like that with a little bit of sparkle. So then you have a little bit of more fanciness to you. I can't do this from this angle. It's not easy. Right, just a little bit of sparkle. Right, and now what you do is you want to take your eyeliner and go back over it a tiny bit. Oh, I screwed up there. Ignore that. Just letting it dry. Anyway, then I take my lipstick. As you can see, I don't know why putting my hand behind it makes it any different, but look at that, it's lipstick. I want to follow the contours on my lips. So this is your Cupid's bow, that little bend thing. Isn't that a cute name? And I just go like that. And a lot of people like to accentuate that. So you can go up a little bit so you have that nice look. And go down. Ba 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 ba. So you let that sit a little bit, and then you take your gloss, and to get a little shine and to go overboard if you want to, you put that on top. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, now I look a little more fancy. I'm ready to go to things, and then when I blink, people are like, whoa, look, your eyes are sparkly, and what the color? There's so many colors. And I know my eyeliner isn't so great, but when I cover it with my hooded eye, nobody notices. Isn't that cool? So I guess this is the conclusion of my video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are, I don't have any subscribers or anything right now, so please don't subscribe because I'm not going to make any more videos unless people actually like this or something. I have no video editing skills, and I won't pay anybody to do it, so I can look it up on iVideo or something. Not an advertisement, hashtag not a promotion. Yeah, well, thank you so much, and that's it.